Capricorn, this is your advice. It looks like right now you're really in a space of kind of kicking back and really healing and kind of looking at things in your life with a more open mind. Sorry, I'm just going to put my other light on here. It feels a little dark in here. So anyway, what I'm seeing here is you really are focusing on your love life, anything along that lines where you have a fair amount of connection to someone and it's a significant relationship, that kind of thing. It doesn't have to be a love interest, can be just someone that you're very close to, but it is requiring you to act in kind, act with compassion. It is definitely something where you need to shift your perception and really take a look at the situation and do a level of forgiveness or apply or a certain level of forgiveness to a situation, just enable to keep that system going or keep that connection going so that there is flow, so there's no blockages, that kind of thing. And that does require a certain amount of deeper answers, to be able to kind of understand someone else, that kind of thing. So I feel like this is your power at this time, because you are trying to transform that love and really have a better understanding where it's more of a respectful, sacred kind of union. And this is something that I feel you might have been blocking out love, and I feel like you're trying to let love back in. Something along that line is what those cards really speak to. So again, with forgiveness, it is going to take a certain level of, you changing your perception to be able to be open again to a situation. Certainly there could have been some disagreements given the cards that I see here, or some anger or resentment, something that's unresolved, period. But you need to release that negative situation and able to go forward, of course. So you have been resisting it, I feel, in this energy. But you are in a space where you are starting to realize that that is not getting you what you want. And so I feel you're starting to try to look at the things that are keeping you in that space of suffering, and what are the things or the hooks that you are putting into yourself to sort of drain you of that life force, that inner light, that energy is what the card speaks to. So again, self-sabotaging energy. And so this is really, you need to guard your peace, and you'll be a lot more free when you allow yourself to become a part of a union. And again, you have to forgive and able to find that peace. And this is where it starts with you. So this is where you've had some troubles, you've had some difficulties, not really open to love, that kind of thing. But I feel in this month, you're starting to see that there is some beauty. There is something to love. There is something to being connected to someone. There is something to that union that brings light to you, that brings life to you. It brings a certain truth to you. And it's transforming you in some way so that you're actually starting to see or believe in love again in some way. So I feel like you're much more grateful for a connection. And again, stepping up things a little bit here, because you are starting to see that there is elements of that connection that resonate now with you and that you are feeling more connected to. So again, that's where the truth comes in. You're starting to realize something within yourself. It's transforming you, and you're starting to understand that, you're not really an entity unto yourself. This is where you feel like maybe you've put too much demands on another person, as to what you thought it should look like. And in actual fact, you're realizing that it doesn't have to look that way, and able to be an honest connection. I think that the love that you share can be unique to your particular situation. Yes, it's really hard to make sure everything is not being manipulative or respectful and all of those things, but it's definitely about, are you getting what you want on some level? So, if it takes you down to a lower vibration to be able to get that, I would say that's probably not in your best interest. But it definitely does speak to, there having been a more difficult path that you were trying to bridge or get through. But now that you see the truth of a situation, or the truth of what you feel you need, I feel like that's setting you free in some way here. And that's taken a certain amount of strength and integrity to get to, because you were starting to maybe fade away here and believe that there would be no love for you, or there would be something that wasn't going to open up for you. But I feel like you're starting to return to you again, is what I would say here, and coming out of the darkness. That's what I have for you for the month of September.